This is a very special build because it is a Victorian style together with a modern style. One of the hardest things to do in Minecraft. Creating one style is already hard enough, but trying to do two styles in one building is a very hard task, even for very good builders in Minecraft. But I will teach you exactly how to make it. So welcome back, my name is Ross and today we are going to look at this building right behind me. In today's tutorial video, we will actually make this house. And what I normally do is I will give you, of course, a tour of this house first, and then I will teach you how to make it block by block. It's actually a pretty easy house because it is not that big, as you will see. First of all, let's look at this house. So this house is, as I said, is a combination of Victorian style together with modern style. And I actually used some inspiration that I found on the internet, on Pinterest or on Google. And you will see it right now in the screen. And I tried to use that as inspiration to create this house. And I did try to give it my own little touch. For example, this balcony isn't in the picture, as well as this huge window over here. So I did try to make it a little bit different. And it looks absolutely amazing. And as I said, it is a combination style of the old Victorian style together with some modern style. Shown by these really big windows. Anyway, let's first have a little tour around the house and the inside, and then I will teach you how to make this block by block. So this is the front of the house. This is actually the entrance of the house, this door over here. And we have a little staircase up into the house, and we have a little balcony. So we have the main entrance, then we have a really big window over here with a lot of grid patterns in it. Then on the side of the house we have a big door that leads towards the big, let's say garden or sitting area or whatever you have around your house. Then we have a really big window where the stairs is behind. And on the back of the building we have a big door as well. And also a really big balcony as well as a door on top. A few big windows at the roof, and then on the other side we just have a few big windows, and that's about it, and a little bit of detail work which has its own reason why it is in this corner, and I will show you why. Because of this window over here and this door together with this window, it gets into a really big problem over here in this corner, and that's why we have this design over here, just so I can actually make these two windows work. Otherwise this wouldn't have actually worked. So over here I did a little bit of landscaping around the build just to give you an idea of what you could do and what it looks like. And yeah, it looks very cool, especially with all these trees and everything behind it. And it looks absolutely awesome. And the cool thing is when it is night, because look at this. This looks absolutely awesome. So what I did, which is a little trick that I came up with, is by using these, basically these end rods over here, you can get the effect as if there are little lights underneath, like little spotlights, even though these are really long rods, I guess. From here it looks like there are just spotlights, and that looks very cool. It gives a really cool effect. And yeah, with this shader pack it looks just awesome. And if you're wondering, I use Silder's Vibrant Shaders V1.18 High. That's the version that I use. And yeah, with that version it actually looks like this, and that looks absolutely amazing. Now before we actually start building this house, if this is the first video you watch of my channel, then go check out my other builds, because I have a lot of these types of builds and also block by block tutorials. So if you're interested, then please consider to check out all those buildings as well. Anyway, for this building we need these types of blocks. So we need some stone brick slabs. This is for the roof lining, so you don't really need a lot of that. We need some gray carpet, which is for the balconies and also for on the roof over there. So you need a handful of that. Of course, we need the prismarine blocks for the roof. We need all the sandstone blocks, so the smooth sandstone, the most, and also the stair version and the slab version a few times, not a lot. But at least we need a lot of smooth sandstone. Also the cut sandstone slab. That's for this line over here. So also you don't need a lot of that. As well as this block, I forgot the cut sandstone, the full block, because in some areas we need them as detail blocks. So also you don't need a lot of those. Then we need some of these walls, these sandstone walls, as you can see, for some decoration. We need, of course, the iron fence, or the iron bars, I mean. Also for the balconies from front and also the back, and also on top of the roof over there. We need some chains for the same purpose, as well as all the windows use a lot of chains, so make sure you have a lot of chains. We need some of these dark oak trapdoors for the side over here, and also for the other side. There are some little extra detail parts over here, for example, at the door. We need some of those. Then, of course, a lot of glass, so we need the gray stained glass blocks, as well as the paints, but the blocks the most, because the paints are only for the doors. So make sure you have a lot of these gray stained glass blocks. We also need some birch fence. This is just for the door handle, so you don't really need a lot of them. And also a lot of gray concrete, and that's for around all of the windows. So yeah, you need a good amount of the gray concrete as well as for the roof, by the way. So yeah, make sure you have a lot of the gray concrete. So let's just start with the first actual step. And the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to start at some corner of the building, and in this case, the most right corner at the front door. And what we are going to do is choose a place where to start, and then just place 1, 2, and 3 like this, with smooth sandstone like this. Then we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we do the exact same thing, but then the other way around. So from the top, you have an arrow pointing like this, and one corner pointing like this, basically, with the smooth sandstone blocks. And in between there are 5 blocks. So this is where the front door will be. Then from this block, we are going to count from this block. So not this block, but this block, we are going to count 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we place another block, and we are going to make the corner. And then we are going to make a corner that looks like this. So as you can see, it's offset by 1 block. So that's why we didn't count from this one, but from this block over here. And within these 2 blocks, there are 9 spaces. And then we are going to make the corner going that way. Then we are going to count this way, and we are going to count again 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then on the 10th block we place a smooth sandstone block. Then we go out by 1 block and then go to the left. So from the top it will then look like this. So again, offset by 1 block over here. And from the top that will look like this, if you did that right. Then we are going to count from this smooth sandstone block, and we are going to count 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the 6th block we place a smooth sandstone block, and then we make the corner going that way. So just like we did over there, we do over here. So it is kind of symmetrical if you look from the top, with this part over here and this part over here being out by 1 block from this corner. So if you stand over here, as you can see, this block is 1 block further, and that is the same for these 2 over here. So if you did it right, it should then look like this. Then we are going this way, and we are going to count from this block over here, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the 6th one we are going to place a smooth sandstone block, then 1 next to it, and 1 going inwards, basically into the building itself. Then we count 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on the 5th block, we do exactly the same thing as over here, but then the other way around. So like this. So this corner is facing this way. This corner is facing the other way, with 4 blocks in between, all on the same level, as you can see, all on the same strip of blocks. This will be basically where the back door will be. Then we are going to do what we did over here on this side as well. So 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks in between, and then we make the corner, and this corner is going that way. And as you can see, that should be 1 block out by this corner over here. Then we go count 5 blocks again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 blocks in between. And we make a corner that is also facing into the building. So from the top, we actually have this grid pattern, and as you can see, it is kinda symmetrical. So these are the same, exact same as these 3 over here. And that's basically the layout of all the pillars. And now we are going to use the grey concrete and we are going to place them in the ground. And that will make everything a little bit more visible and how the windows will be constructed. But first, let's start over here, and this corner over here, which is the front door. So to make it a little bit more clear, this will be the front door so that you don't get disorientated. And then from this corner over here, we are going to skip 1 block and we place 1 smooth sandstone block over here. And this smooth sandstone block will be all the way till you hit this corner over here. And that has to do with that weird window that is next to the front door with the design on the side. So like over there, because of this. You can actually keep these grey concrete blocks in between here. So just leave them like this. Then at the front door, we will use the grey concrete and we will place a block over here in this corner. Place a block on this corner as well. Actually make them all the way connecting to each other like this. And then place 1 block over here and 1 block over there. This is just so you can see where the windows will be. Trust me, this is the best way to make a building. At least that's how I always like to make my buildings. Just so you know where the windows will be and everything. It's a bit easier to see where everything goes. So we are going to do this with all the windows itself. Over here will be the front door. Over here will be a window. So let's first place a grey concrete block in this corner over here. And also 1 behind this corner over here. So behind this smooth sandstone block, we will place a grey concrete. If you stand behind this grey concrete, as you can see, they are in line with each other, which is correct. Then we are going into the ground and we break a strip of blocks between these 2 concrete blocks, and we are going to replace them with grey concrete in the ground like this. Then we are going to make the corner. And we are going to do the same thing that we did over here. So 1 grey concrete block will be behind this corner over here. Now we already have 1 in this corner, and then between these 2 grey concrete blocks we will break a strip in the ground like this and replace them with the grey concrete blocks like this. So if you did it right, you will end up with this. Then for this part over here, we are going to place a grey concrete block in this corner, and we are going to place a grey concrete block in this corner over here. And then between these 2 blocks, we of course again break a strip in the ground and we replace them with grey concrete. Then this is pretty easy because this is basically the same concept of the same step. 1 grey concrete in this corner, and then break the ground between these 2 blocks and replace them with grey concrete. Over here we will leave it open for now. Then over here we will do exactly the same thing as over there. So 1 block in this corner, 1 in this corner, break the ground and replace them with grey concrete like this. And as you can see over there, we are going to do the exact same thing over here. Grey concrete over here, break the ground and replace them with grey concrete like this. Over here for this part, it will be a little bit different because there will be, first of all, there will be a door over here, and next to that, it will be also 1 block up like this one over here. So what we are going to do is place a grey concrete block over here, behind this corner, also over here, and we place 2 of them. So 2 on top of each other, and then between these 2 blocks, we are going to place a strip of grey concrete like this. It will be 1 block up. And later down the line it will look much better of course, but for now let's keep it like this. Over here will be also a bit interesting because this window is actually 1 block up. All these other windows go all the way down to the ground except for this window that will be over here. And you can actually see it over there. As you can see, this window is all the way to the bottom, this one isn't. So how are we going to do that? We are going to place grey concrete along this whole line, so from this block over here all the way till the last sandstone block over here. Then we place 1 grey concrete on the end, and on this end as well. So if you did that right, it then should end up looking like this. Now we are going to make all the pillars of this building, and that's pretty easy honestly. So what we are going to do first is we are going to use the cut sandstone and place a layer on every corner. So not on this one over here, this strip basically, but only on the corners. So over here as well, on this corner, place one line of the cut sandstone, over here, then over here, all the way around, and over here as well in this, on these 3 blocks over here. So this strip we'll leave as it is for now. Then what we are going to do is we are going to use the smooth sandstone block, and together this pillar should be 13 blocks high. So this is block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, then 11, and then 12, and then on the 13th block we are going to use the cut sandstone like this. So together from the bottom all the way to there is 13 blocks. But of course we are going to do this with all the corners, so over here as well, all 13 blocks high. So this as well with the cut sandstone on top. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the 13th block will be a cut sandstone block like this. And we are going to do this with all of these corners. So this corner over here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 corners. All of them, and this one of course as well, all like this, 13 blocks high with the cut sandstone on top. So if you did that right, it then should look like this. So now we are going to use the gray concrete blocks, and what we are going to do is we are going to all of these gray concrete blocks that stick out. So for example, this one, and we are all going to make them as high as all these pillars. So we can just extend these gray concrete blocks all the way to the top. So only the blocks that are sticking out. So not these, this plateau over here, but for example, this one over here can all the way go up till this level. Same for this one over here, all the way to here. Same for this one over here in the corner. And we are going to do this with this one, this block, these 2 blocks, this block in the corner, these 2 blocks over here. So this one and this one, not these. Then these 2 blocks, and then this one in the corner as well. And we are all raising them up until they all are 13 blocks high, like all the pillars are. Anyway, if you did that right, then all these pillars should be like this, going all the way up till 13 blocks, as well as this 1 block over here. Then I should also mention immediately that we can use the smooth sandstone block and go from this corner over here all the way to the top, and then the top block will be the cut sandstone. So that's the only difference, that there won't be a cut sandstone block over here like all the other pillars have. In this case, only one at the top, and this whole line over here will be just smooth sandstone like this. We are still using the gray concrete blocks, and what we are going to do is the windows will be 6 blocks high, but we of course want a border around the window, so we are going to count 7 blocks. So from over here, this is the front of the house, we are going to start counting from this corner over here. So we are going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and on the 7th block we place a gray concrete block against all the other gray concrete blocks, and we go across. So basically we are going to make the windows itself. So the window is then 6 blocks high, and then on top we have a gray concrete block like this. And we are going to do this with all of these gray concrete pillars basically. So between all of these pillars we are going to use the gray concrete blocks, and we are going to put a line between these like we did in the ground over here on this level, 7 blocks high, on all of these windows, except for this window over here, because this one will be one big window, so we don't need gray concrete between these 2. But on all the other windows we will do this. On the same level we do the exact same thing. So go across over here as well between these 2, go across with the gray concrete. So except for this window over here, and we are going to do this so also over here and between these 2 like this, and then Also over here, go across like so. It doesn't have to be over here because this is not a window. This will be closed off. And then between this gray concrete pillar and this one as well, on the 7th block, here like this. So if you did that right, it then should look like this, with the exception of that this window doesn't have that gray line because this will be one big window. Now we are going to do the same thing, but then on top. And for this we need to go 1 block higher. So with the gray concrete we place 1 block higher on all these pillars, and we go across like so, like we did down over here. And in this case, for this window we can do that as well. So place 1 block on top of these gray concrete pillars and go across like so. So as you can see, the gray concrete will be 1 block higher than the actual pillars of the house itself, the sandstone pillars. So over here as well, go 1 block up and then go across, and do that in every section. So over here as well, where there will be a window or a door, we just go across like this. Over here as well, 1 block up, go across. Again, over here, this is not a window, so you can just leave that like this. And then over here as well, go across, and then over here. And there you go. So if you did that right, then you should see that this gray concrete line over here is just 1 block up above these pillars. So from the outside, it then looks like this. Now it's going to be a bit interesting because we are going to use the gray concrete again, but we are only going to place a layer where the windows will be. So what we are going to do is we use the gray concrete blocks, and over here at the front of the house we are going to this big window over here. So not the bottom window, but the top window. This will be a door, so we are going to leave this, and this will be a window. And at the window we will place gray concrete blocks 1 row on top of the other gray concrete blocks like this. Then we go around, and this will also be a window, so we are going to do the exact same thing. We are going to place a row of gray concrete blocks on top of it. Over here we don't have to do that because it is 1 big window. Over here this will be a window, so we are going to use another layer of gray concrete on top of there. This will be a actual door, so we are going to leave this, and we are not going to put another layer on top of it. Over here we will, because this will be a window like this. This will also be a window, so we are going to do this one as well. And this will also be a window. So also over here, 1 layer of gray concrete blocks on top of the other one, like this. So we are still using the gray concrete blocks, and now what we are going to do is we are going to the bottom, we go inside the house, and what we are going to do is we are going to add another layer of gray concrete blocks against all these bottom layers over here. And I will explain what I mean with that. So let's start with the front door over here. We have 2 gray concrete blocks like this, and we are going to place another row of gray concrete right behind it, like this. So at the front door, we will have 3 blocks in a row of gray concrete like this. Then over here at this window, we will place another line of gray concrete blocks behind the already existing line in the ground, inside the house, and not going outside, but within the inside of the house. We will place another line of gray concrete blocks like this, where the windows will be, like this. Then we go to this corner over here and we do the exact same thing. So only where the windows are, we are going to place a line of gray concrete in the ground like this. Over here. Over here there will be a door, but also over here there will be another gray concrete line, only where the door is. So over here, it doesn't have to be on the side, so you don't have to place one over here. That isn't really needed, so just over here. Then over here also in the ground, another line of gray concrete behind it, also over here. You don't have to do this corner. And this one is the exception. We are not going to do that over here. So everywhere else we will place another line of gray concrete. At the end that will look like this. But only this one, this window, we will not place a line of gray concrete over here. When we've done that, we can use the actual gray stained glass blocks and we can actually place the windows. And the windows will be on the first line of gray concrete between all of these gray concrete borders basically. And there will be the window, so that's pretty easy. So just fill these spaces in with glass over here, like so. And I will show you where to do that. So over here we will do that over here. Then over here, this will also be a window. Over here. Not over here because this will be a door. This one will be filled in. This one will be filled in. And also this one can be filled in with glass. And again, this one is a door. So where I just place all that glass, go and fill in these spaces with the gray stained glass like I did over here. So if you did that right, you should have glass all on the bottom. The top windows we will fill in later. And yes, you saw it right. This big window will be filled from all the way from the bottom to the top like this. And if you go around, there will be glass over here. This will be a door, so that will be open. And we have glass over here. So we have this weird opening over here. And what we are going to do is we are going to use the smooth quartz block. This is one of the only places where we will use the smooth quartz. For the most of it, we will not use smooth quartz at all. But for this, we are going to fill in this space. So between these gray concrete blocks, we are going to place a row of smooth quartz all the way till the top like this. So from the outside, it then will look like this, and that is actually closed off. So now we are going to put a little bit more detail into the bottom part of this house, and we are going to use the smooth sandstone slab for this. What we are going to do is with all the windows, so with exception of the doors, all the windows at the bottom will have these spotlights right under the glass or right under the window. So if you look very closely, you can see these end rods, these lights over here. And for that, we need some smooth sandstone block. And what we are going to do is go to all of these bottom windows over here. Then we have this gray concrete block. And then right above that gray concrete block, we will place a smooth sandstone slab like this. So you will see the top half of the gray concrete block, the row above like this. And we are going to make a row of these sandstone slabs all the way across like this. So this will be still a full block. As you can see, you can place a full block underneath. Over here you can't because of course of the slab. So if you did that right, you should have ended up with this line over here. Then we are going to do this with all the other windows as well. So over here as well, go across like this. And you should be able to place a block underneath. Over here, of course, we don't have that. But over here we have. So also over here, we will also do this over here as well. And with this window. And of course this window as well, like so. And of course this will be also a door, so we will not do it over here. Now it will be a little bit tricky because we will actually make the lighting that's underneath this window. And we want to evenly space that out. So you can choose wherever you want this. The easiest way for me is to just place a gray concrete line and then say, well, I want one over here, one over here, and then one in the middle or something like that. Maybe that's not really nice spacing. So what you can also do is from the middle, then skip one and skip one again and do it like this. So it's your own choice where you want these lights to be. So the easiest way is just place a gray concrete blocks and just cut down wherever you like to have one of these lights. For this window over here, what I did was one in the middle. And then I skip 2 blocks and place or break one over here, skip 2 blocks and break one over here. So we have 3 lights. Then we can place the end rods underneath like this. And then this will be covered up later down the line, and then you will have these nice spotlights. So we are going to do this with all of these windows over here as well. Just place a gray concrete line over here. Now this window is exactly the same size as this one, so we can do the exact same thing. One in the middle, skip 2 blocks from the right side and from the left side as well, 2 blocks and like this. Then we place end rods over here in these little holes that we created, and then later down the line will be covered up. For this window, this one is a little bit smaller, so we can choose wherever we want it. Maybe one in the middle and then 2 on the side or something like that. You can also choose to have just 2 like this. And in my case, I actually like to have just 2 lights. So we have 2 lights like this. And yeah, I think that looks the best. And this is the exact same window, so we can do this as well over here, like so. Over here as well, same big window or same size window, so 2 lights like this. And this window is a bit different in size, so this will be a little bit weird because this is actually a window that doesn't have a middle block. As you can see, it's centered on 2 blocks. So this will be a little bit different. Because it is centered in 2 blocks, we will leave these 2 center blocks and we'll break down 2 gray concrete blocks on either side, like this. And then 1 in this corner and 1 in this corner. But that will look a bit weird. So what we will do is we use the gray concrete block. We take down this smooth sandstone block and we replace it with gray concrete. And we are going to do this with this one as well. Looks a bit weird for now, but this will be covered up. So don't worry, this will be completely gone and you won't see this gray concrete anymore. Then we place the end rods like so. And now we have all the lights on the bottom of the house like this, which will be the spotlights. Now we are going to start with some extra detail work. Basically everything that will cover up these gray concrete blocks. And this will be a bit difficult because of course it's not everywhere. We have a balcony over here and a balcony in the back. So we are going to start with this corner over here, which is the easiest way to do it. So at this corner, the front of the house, this corner, we will place cut sandstone slabs. And what we are going to do is from this block, so this sandstone slab, this smooth sandstone slab, we will place a cut sandstone slab. And we go across like this. And then we go around the corner and go all the way until you hit this pillar over here. So if you did that right, you should have a line of the cut sandstone slabs from this pillar all the way to this pillars, all the way around like so. Then underneath we will place smooth sandstone stairs, normal, so not upside down, but just normal like this. Then we go across, and as you can see now we cover up all these gray concrete blocks, and we stop at this block right here. We do this exact same thing on the other side as well. So we place the stairs like this all the way until here, and we leave this corner open like this. Then what we are going to do is we use a cut sandstone block, not a slab but a block, and we place that in this corner over here. Then a smooth sandstone normal block on either side around the corner like this, and then one normal sandstone stair like this. So we connect these stairs all the way against this block. So if you did that right, it then should end up looking like this. So what we now are going to do is this design that we did over here will be in every corner. The only thing is it will be a little bit different for this one and also for where the back door is. Just try to follow along because this is a bit tricky. So over here at this stair that we just placed, we are going to place one smooth sandstone block like this, with a cut sandstone slab on top, and that's it. We are not going to do anything else than just that block and that slab right there. Then in this corner we are going to make the exact same design, the corner design over here, which means that we will use 3 cut sandstone slabs like this, 1 cut sandstone block and 1 normal block of smooth sandstone, and on the other side as well. Just like this. This is the corner design that will be on every corner, as I said. And then in between we will use the cut sandstone slabs and the stairs to connect them. But for now, over here we have this. Then in this corner we are going to do this as well. So again, the cut sandstone slab will be going around like this. So three slabs like this. Underneath a cut sandstone block. And then a smooth sandstone block on both sides like this. Then over here we'll do the exact same design. So on this level, the cut sandstone slabs like this, a corner of it, one full block or a cut sandstone block, and then the smooth sandstone on both sides like this. Over here we completely leave these two pillars and go straight to this one over here, and same design on this level, cut sandstone slabs, 3 of them, one full cut sandstone block and 2 smooth sandstone blocks next to it like this, and then over here as well. And in this case we have to actually destroy this stair and replace it with a smooth sandstone block, and then go across. So we have this corner over here with the cut sandstone, then the cut sandstone block and the smooth sandstone block next to it like this. So if you did it right, you should have this design over here, and then all the way around you have in every corner one of these designs, and then later down the line we will connect them up with the stairs and the slabs. Now I made a little mistake that can sometimes happen. For this big window over here it will be a little bit different. So we are not going to use the smooth sandstone full block over here, but actually the stair immediately. Normally we don't do that, but for this one we do. A normal stair on both sides, so destroy that smooth sandstone block that was first over here and replace it with the stair, and also over here. Then we place a stair like this, so one that goes into a corner, and we do this on the other side as well. So as you can see, we have a normal stair and then a stair that goes into a corner, and on the other side as well. And on top of that we use the cut sandstone slab one more time like this. So for this big window we have a little bit of a different design than everywhere else, but yeah, this is then the design that you should have. So if you did it right, it should look like this. So now the easy part, we are going to use smooth sandstone stairs and the cut sandstone slabs, and we are going to connect all these corners with each other. So just that, like we did over here, we are going to do this over here as well. So here there will be a balcony and a door, so we don't do this over here between these two. But over here for this window we will do that. So use the smooth sandstone stairs and just place smooth sandstone stairs all the way across until you hit the other side like this, and on top the cut sandstone slabs all the way across like this. For this window as well, smooth sandstone stairs on the bottom like so, covering up all these lights, and on top the cut sandstone like this. Then we go around, and over here there will be a huge balcony, so we are going to leave this part and we go to the other side. And actually we already did this part, so if you did it right, we have connected this corner over here, and we have done that over here as well. Now we are using the smooth sandstone blocks again, and what we are going to do is on top of these pillars we are going to do the smooth sandstone and go all the way across to the other side. So basically we just make a huge border going all the way around. Over here as well you can just go across like this, and we basically are going to cover up all these gray concrete blocks. So go all the way around like so, and just cover up all this gray concrete with the smooth sandstone block all the way around like so, and then over here as well, go all the way across, and then over here as well, and we're almost there, and there you go. So now it looks much more like a building, an actual house. So another easy thing to do is with the smooth sandstone stair, and this is going to be a little bit different than I normally do. So normally I show you where to place specific blocks, and this time I will show you where to place blocks, and then we will break a part of the blocks and replace them with something else. You will see what I mean. It's pretty easy, but this is just the easiest way to make it in survival Minecraft if you would ever build this building. The easiest way to do this is to go with smooth sandstone stairs. And what we are going to do is, with the row that we just placed of smooth sandstone blocks, we will place upside down stairs all the way around this building. It will be a little bit different over here, but for the rest of it, it will be all smooth sandstone stairs all the way around. So just make the corner like this and just go around with smooth sandstone stairs all the way around upside down like this. Go and make the corners. It's all good. And then over here, when we end up over here at the back of the building, we go into a corner and then just place one stair like this. We are not going to place stairs over here, just keep it like this. And then we do the exact same thing on the other side. So one normal stair like this, one in a corner, and then go across, and then again just go all the way around the building like so till you end up back where you just started like this. Now, why I said that we would place this and then break it again, that had to do with these corners. There will be a bit of a detail in these corners, but it's easier to place all these smooth sandstone stairs and then just break a few of these in a corner and replace it with some detail blocks. It's basically the same design as down over here. So what we are going to do is cut sandstone, a normal full block in the corner like this, and then smooth sandstone block on both sides like this. That will be the design over in every corner, with exception of this corner and this corner over here. These small little corners over here, they won't have that design. But this big corner over here at the corner of the house, we will do actually that design. So a smooth sandstone block next to the cut sandstone block that is right in the corner like this. Then again, we will leave this one because this is a really small corner. It will be looking a bit weird if you do it over here. So we will leave this one like this. Go to this big corner over here and do the exact same design. So one cut sandstone block right there in the corner, and then smooth sandstone on both sides like this. These two corners we will leave like this as well, and then this big one we will actually do that design again. Cut sandstone, smooth sandstone on both sides like so. So if you did that right, only on these four corners, this one, that one back there, and this one will have that design. So that's going to do it for today. So I recorded a little bit beforehand and I've been editing, and I found out that this video is already getting incredibly long. So I will make a part 2 of the rest of the building, and we will finish up the windows and of course make the roof. So that will be in the next episode. So anyway, thank you all for watching. This is recorded just before the new year, so I don't know when this video will come out. Maybe this video will come out in 2024. If that's the case, then guys, thank you all so incredibly much for the last year. It's been incredible to see the growth of our channel. We have hit a massive 5,000 subscribers, and actually we are already at 6,000, which is just insane. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, so much for all the support, the amazing comments and everything. I'm incredibly happy to be able to do this for you, and I'm happy that I can make some people happier with my creations. So again, thank you all so much for all the amazing support. Let's find out how far we can come next year, or well, maybe this year if this video comes out in 2024. And if this is the first video you watch of my channel, then again, go check out all the other videos, because I have a lot of these block by block tutorials and also some other really cool stuff. So if you enjoy these kind of buildings, then consider to check it out and maybe subscribe. That would help me out so much. Next time we will finish the building, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.